Hey, what's up YouTube? Dr. AJ here, and for today's episode, we will be reacting to episode 9 of season 1 of my favorite anime, Haikyuu. So without further ado, onegaishimasu! If you're new to my channel, my name is Dr. AJ and I'm a licensed medical doctor as well as a professional beach volleyball player. But I was also a former team captain of the national indoor team for men's here in the Philippines. And even though I'm retired from beach, or rather from indoor already, and focusing more on beach, that doesn't stop me from being a super fan of Haikyuu. In fact, I've been a fan of it since 2016 when it all started with the manga. And last week I was reacting to the first episode of season 4, so that might have been a jump from this one because we're just reacting to season 1 right now. And season 4 onwards, I haven't caught up with the anime or manga. I'm really saving it for genuine first-time reactions. But for this episode, we'll be reacting back to season 1, episode 9. And so it's not gonna be much of a blind reaction, so just a disclaimer, but it's more of probably an analysis and some relating to my experience and story as a volleyball player. So without further ado, let's get back right into it. So we're at the part that they're still trying to recruit back the ace and the guardian deity, the libero. So at this point, Azumane is still playing hard to get. Oh, I can't wait. Actually, Nekoma is my favorite team because I'm such a big cat lover. I have 2 cats. There's one right here by my head. Sorry, I cannot rearrange the camera now. But let's see if she's gonna be in the frame anytime soon. Battle of the garbage dumpster. It's nice to have a rival in the sport. Like here in the Philippines, the most popular rivalry among schools is, of course, the one I'm from, Ateneo, versus our arch nemesis, LaSalle. And it has been monumental in getting volleyball into the mainstream when both the ladies team of both our schools, the Ateneo Lady Eagles and the De La Salle Lady Spikers, went up for championship a few years ago. And from that moment on, volleyball has been on the mainstream here in the Philippines. So I think with here, what happened was both schools were on top of their game a few years back, and they've been fierce rivals. But then we all know that Karasuno fell off the map a little bit, and probably Nekoma is still there based on their program. So it has been quite a while since both teams have matched up. This song just really gets me hyped up every time. It's part of my playlist, motivation playlist or pre-game playlist. Whenever I'm going into training or even working out, it just really gets me pumped up. These OSTs from Haikyuu. Oh right, they're still recruiting a coach also, aside from the ace and the libero. They also need a coach. Based on their previous tune-up game against Aoba Josai, it clearly shows that the team lacks structure. It's the nostalgia factor. See, the sound of your rival just really tugs a lot of strings in the heart. Like some of the best games that I played in university were against our rivals, LaSalle. Like some of the most memorable ones. Looks a lot like Tanaka. Got him on the hook already. Just easy as that, they have a coach. Someone's been training. Coverage training. Yeah, knowing that you have someone to cover you as a spiker is a massive boost in confidence. That even if you get blocked, that there's someone assigned or dedicated enough to cover the ball that gets blocked. Blank faces. It's not the infamous Ukai, the grandson. The local club team. I wish we had that here in the Philippines, like organized local club teams that are not professional teams. Like, I remember my cousin telling me that she's not a high-level player in Japan. She's just a casual player, but there are lots of organized volleyball clubs that cater to any level that you can join in. Like here, we have those, at least before the pandemic, we have those club, or rather weekend warriors that organize consistently certain times of the week, but it's not a club. Like how old, Chuki?
そろそろ始めるぞ。
試合だ。
あ、なんだお前、どうした？
あ、すみません。そいつはちょっと。
なんだ、訳ありか？怪我か？
Coach is not having any fit.
なんだよ、怪我じゃねえの？よくわかんねえけど、町内会チーム入ってくれよ。こっちのリベロ仕事で来られないんだよ。
It's perfect timing.
あと2人か。どうすっかな。そっちまだ何人かいるよな。
朝日さんだ。朝日さん。
またこいつ。あ、俺は朝日さん。
なんだ遅刻か？なめてんのか？ポジションどこだ？
ウィングスパイクか。
人足んねえんだ。さっさと入ってアップ取れ。すぐすぐ。
So basically, he has no choice but to suit up. The ace is back. Can't look straight at Nishinoya.
あとはセッターか。俺やりてえけど外から見てなきゃだしな。お前らの方からセッター一人貸してくれ。
Oh, tough choice. That's what I like about Sugawara. He doesn't have any ounce of being too proud, or rather, he doesn't use hierarchy as an excuse to be part of the starters. Like, he has the most down-to-earth personality.
スパイカーが何度もブロックに捕まるのが怖くて、圧倒的な実力の影山の影に隠れて安心してたんだ。スパイクがブロックに捕まる瞬間考えると今も怖いけど、
I can relate to that even until now. Even if I'm retired from indoor, I relate to that in terms of beach volleyball because my partner Pemi is an amazing athletic guy, and he's starting to be really good at defending. And there are times that I rely on him too much when it comes to defending, that I know that I should be doing my part as a blocker in covering some areas. But there are times when I know that it's because there are times when I rely on him too much to get the balls that are supposedly within my reach. So that's something that we're working out with right now. And hopefully we get to master being responsible to certain areas and having the initiative at the same level of getting the balls that we are designated.
もう一回俺にトス上げさせてくれ、朝日。だから俺はこっちに入るよ。影山、負けないからな。
And that's the spirit, Suga.
西野屋、ナイスレシーブ頼むよ。当然っす。
朝日さん来たな。な。
The start of the redemption arc for the ace.
さすがにいいやつ感があるな。
さあ、来い高校生。
エースと対決だ。
ナイスレシーブ。
Nice quick.
いい感じいい感じ。ナイストス。
ありがとうございます。
菅原さんの速攻。
そらお前。菅だってれっきとしたセッターなんだから。
Yeah, he's your senpai. He has some tricks up his sleeves, of course.
でも町内会チームの人たちがうまく合わせてくれてるんだけどな。さすがベテランって感じだ。俺自身のトスはまだまだだよ。
Yeah, the mark of a mature or a veteran player is sometimes it's, I think for me the mark of a maturity is, the mark of maturity for a player is being able to adjust or adapt to the team's situation. It's not everyone adapting to your play style. You know, there's a certain expectation of being in sync, especially between a setter and a hitter. But for me, a good mark of a hitter, especially a middle, is if he can adjust to the tempo or the setting style of the setter. Like we expect a lot of the setter to be the one adjusting to the hitters, when ideally for me should be the other way around. Like if as a spiker you can't be choosy with the sets that's given to you, and that's one of the major requirements or mark or criteria for being considered a mature player.
でも速攻もどんどん使って強気で攻撃組み立てていかないとまたエースに頼りきりの試合になっちゃうからな。菅さん、かっちょよくなったっすね。そう、西戸屋に言われるとなんか嬉しいな。なんでですか？いや菅、ちょっと見ないうちに頼もしくなった。西野屋の頼もしさは相変わらずだ。なのに俺はふらふら戻ってきて成り行きだけでまたコートに立ってる。情けないと思う。
No, it's not. It's not pathetic.
ナイスだ。
As long as you have that love for the sport, it's always gonna draw you back. It's out. Right? Oh, it's First time they see the freak set and they're all amazed. That wall. One of my favorite players also. That guy who shut the ace down. Yeah. One of the middles that I really admire from this show. Iron Wall. Sometimes when you're the ace and you're a marked player by the other team, and like as a middle, like in my last experience playing in the Spikers Turf indoor tournament, we'll always identify who the ace of the team is and the tendencies of the setter, how much they distribute it to the ace, and we'll really focus our block training against those tendencies. And proud to say that most of the teams that we've come up against, we've shut down the aces with our block. Second thoughts.
俺が朝日にばっかボール集めてたから疲れてってあげたってどうせ決めらんねえよ。打ってみなきゃわかんねえだろうが。次は決まるかもしれないじゃねえか。俺が繋いだボールをあんたが勝手に諦めんだよ。のや。
The frustration of libero, since they cannot really affect the scoring offense in an offensive way, but they can only just set up the offense for the spikers. For the liberos to be able to set up a play with the ace or the spikers killing it brings a lot of satisfaction to the barrels and a lot of frustration if the hitters are not as full-hearted as them trying to keep the ball alive.
昨日なんで部活来なかったんですか？新年度になったらすぐインターハイなんですよ。決まんないスパイク打ったって楽しくないからな。何言ってんだ。そんなこと少しも思ってね。
It's quite selfish. It's quite selfish. So that is why Ishinoya is probably really pissed. Asai.
他のやつがどう思うかなんて関係ねえよ。ほら、誰だ大声出してるのは。廊下で騒ぐんじゃない。朝日さん、おい、うるせえ。
That's why he's suspended. At least his wig didn't fall off. He might have been terminated from the school.
ナイスひなた。ひなた、次サブ。思うよ。何回ぶつかったとしても、もう一回打ちたいと思うよ。
That's the spirit, Ace.
それならいいです。それが聞ければ十分です。
It is coming together.
俺の仕事はただひたすらつなぐこと。平田ナイスだ。ゲットイン。おっと。
Triple serve.
カバー頼む。ロン毛の兄ちゃん、ラスト頼む。
Time to shine, Sahi.
空はスパイカーたちの領域で、俺はそこで戦えないけど。止めんぞ。命令しないでくれない。本気で行くぜ。
Do this.
つなげば、つないでさえいれば。もう一回打ちたいと思うよ。
Off system set against a triple block. Woo. Okay, rebound. Pancake. All's alive.
ナイスフォロー。ブロックフォローだな。ブロックされたボ
That's
ールを
what
拾い
he has been training for.
壁に跳ね返されたボールも俺が繋いでみせる。
Crazy how they have much time to talk.
だからもう一回。
But of course, it's an anime. Hey, move back. For a perfect set.
多分レフトからのオープンが一番確実。でももう一回朝日に。
But you know what? These kinds of dialogues or mental dialogues actually happen in the game. You'll be surprised that even in just a split second, you're already thinking a lot. Your thought process is as extensive as this already.
また止められたら。
菅原さん、もう一回決まるまで。ド S だね、王様。ああ。
苦しい時やレシーブが乱れた時。 ラストボールを託されるのがエース。
Break ball or the out of system set.
トスを待ってない朝日にトスを上げて3枚ブロックと勝負させるなんて。
スパイクが打てるのはトスが上がるから。もう一回俺にトス上げさせてくれ、朝日。
It's just this moments that tugs the emotions. Like even if I've seen this episode, like the emotions, like oh my god.
スパイクを打つのだって俺だけじゃない。みんながそれぞれの仕事をしていたのに、俺は。
So this is just one rally. Everything is happening. A lot of flashback. But it does happen. It does happen. Beast is awakened.
上げてきた朝日の得意なトス。単純なこのトスでも精一杯丁寧に。
Go for the swing. Go for a full swing. It's a perfect set. Yeah. Let's go. Spread your wings, Asahi. It's taking too long. Break it. Still gets me emotional when there are moments that are hyped like that on the show, even if I've seen this several times already. There are still episodes like from the first to the third season that still gets me crying. So just watch out for that someday. Like, I'm already this close to feeling some tears in my eyes. But yeah, if I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot from it. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on my future Haikyuu analysis or react videos, whatever you want to categorize it. But once again, it's Dr. AJ, and as always, keep safe, keep healthy, and I wish you all good vibes.